Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be on Winter Storm Polly. And Winter Storm Polly is going to be quick hitting winter storm. It's not going to be leaving too much snow in terms of snowfall, like 30, 40 inches. Definitely won't happen like that. However, it could leave up to 15 inches, which is still quite a bit of snow. This snowstorm will be a quick hitter. I think I mentioned that before. I'm not sure. I'm losing my track in words, but you can see it's gonna be developing in the southwest, a little bit south of Colorado, in New Mexico, and it's gonna be bringing up a lot of moisture. I mean, you could see there's gonna be a bunch of moisture getting pulled up from the Gulf of Mexico, so that's gonna increase the intensity of the snowfall up north, and this quickly intensifies this low, and it's gonna be moving somewhere right around Green Bay, so somewhere along this line. So northwestern Missouri, eastern Iowa, and southern to northeastern Wisconsin. So on a track to the northeast, you can see some of the snow will have intense rates. However, it will be quick hitter because if those snowfall rates lasted for about sorry guys, if those snowfall rates lasted for about say 6-7 hours of heavy snow at sometimes, then that would be definitely over a foot. But these snowfall rates aren't going to be continuous. They're only going to be at short times, little banding features. So I'm expecting up to a foot of snow, but no more than a foot of snow. And it would be lucky if you could even get a foot of snow. So the GFS is by far the most conservative. As you can see right here, the GFS is pointing out around 4 to 6 inches across Minneapolis, Rhinelander, Duluth, Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin, southern Minnesota. So, in general, a good swath of snow. However, if we go to the Canadian model, which is the CMC model, it puts out a lot more snow. I mean, I'll show you guys the exact numbers in a minute. But Minneapolis, in this case, would be getting over 6 inches, probably somewhere close to 7, 8. And as far as I'm concerned, this is probably the most. This is the model that is in between. Never mind. And you could see some 5 inch snow totals. However, the National Weather Service is calling for more than 6 to 5, and the 3KM calls only 4 to 6 inches of snow, so nothing too major. So in general, I would say anywhere from 4 to 8 inches of snow in general for Minneapolis. And in general, the highest snowfall amounts I do think will be, let's say possibly 10 inches. I would consider that would be a good dose. And if we look at the NAM, let's go over Minneapolis. The NAM model shows around 7 inches of snow. We go a little bit further north, around 10 inches. Then we go into Canada around Thunder Bay. There's around 13, 14, 15 inches of snow. So probably the most snow will be by the Arrowhead of Minnesota, US wise. Now let's move on to the Canadian model, which I showed you earlier. But this gives you the Kuchera amount, so it gives you the snowfall ratio that's going to be in. So snowfall ratio depends a lot on the temperature, and the snowfall amounts depend a lot on the on the on the on the snowfall. The snowfall amounts depend on the snowfall ratio. Sorry, guys. And you can see this one also says 7, possibly 8 inches for Minneapolis. And there again, Arrowhead of Michigan probably receiving the most. Now let's go to the GFS, which definitely states the least out of all of them. Minneapolis would be getting somewhere 5-6 inches of snow, while the Arrowhead of Minnesota will be receiving also 5-6 inches of snow. And according to the GFS, the hardest hit storm area would be northern Wisconsin, around 8 inches, up to 10 inches. So overall, this isn't going to be too big of a winter storm. It's going to be, I guess they named it because it was powerful and it's going to be affecting quite a bit of people. However, I would also like to show you guys that in a long range outlook, there's going to be several chances for snow for other parts of the Midwest, not just the upper plains. Since I know a lot of my viewers come from northern Illinois, Chicago, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, there's going to be chance for those areas. So you can see this is the second storm that shows up, and this storm is going to essentially wrap around cold air, and it's going to bring snow to areas like northern Illinois, Michigan, much of Michigan, and potentially into the northeast. So that's going to be something definitely to watch. And another storm could happen, like sort of a cold front looking storm, and Again, another storm could develop on the northeast coast. So this is definitely an active pattern coming up into March. Winter is definitely not over. So don't put your snow shovel-aways or your snow blowers unless you live in areas like Florida, because the chances of snow happening there are extremely low. But otherwise, areas in the northeast, I would even say as far south as Oklahoma and Arkansas, you should not put away your winter gear yet, because I think there's still a fairly good chance of snowfall in your area. So stay tuned, guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next episode.